parts like this to the movie, and you see how much love it brings out of people, and how it makes people feel. That's why I wanted to do it, because that's what I felt like when I read the script. And I went, wow, one, I'm so stunned that this savagery and this brutality and this lack of humanity exists on this planet, and then so blown away and inspired that there are people who go out and fucking hit it head on, and also for an actor, a great challenge. But I love when I get, even as a kid, when I got excited by something. Some of my most defining memories growing up are films that I watched, and to think that you can be part of that, and tell this great story and then have people react like this. That's why it's so, you have no idea, to see everybody, that nobody left. So I said, nobody left after this. So thank you all for staying. I can't tell you how much that means.
And it's such a complex role. I mean, he's not an easy guy. You go through a lot of different things here, and you get to play. I mean, it's fully three-dimensional. Really interesting person to play, I guess.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, that's, you read this story and you go, well, you could easily have played Sam as just, a brute, like, okay, let's go. Very heroic and kind of dull in a way. But there's so much more complexity, and that's what I love about the story, is when you think it's going one way, then you climb into the darkness of the man. Much as he's amazing, he can be a son of a bitch. And that's what, by the way, and if he hadn't been, he wouldn't have been able to do what he did. It takes a certain kind of person to say, fuck the rules. There are no rules. I mean, he just kind of created his own world, and yet, obviously, there was a downside for the family, that other people were affected. That's why I think it's a great movie, because he goes to so many places that you never get to play roles like this, and I wanted to take it and try and get as much of that as possible. From the second I sat down with Mark, we said, we're going to the dark side with this. We're really going to dive into this, and I did, and I did because I wanted to do justice to. I wanted to feel. It was the same in 300 when I worked my balls off. I wanted to feel like I truly earned the respect of the stuntmen, that I deserved to stand in those sandals. Here was the boots. I thought I need to deserve to be in Sam Childers' boots.
Yeah, absolutely. And you've got a great co-star here in Michelle, who is playing just as strong a female character as I've seen on screen this year. She's really tough and strong, this woman.
She really is. Boy, she loves you like the dickens, Sam.
Very blessed.
Yeah, it was a real privilege to get to play Lynn. She's one of the most selfless individuals I have truly ever met. But at the same, she sacrificed so much for this family and for these children, and she's got a really she has a lot of faith, and she's a really strong individual. And one of the things that I found and discovered about her is how grounded she is, and that she's not an emotional person. She doesn't get upset. She doesn't get angry. And that just completely inspired me as a person, because that's not at all who I am.